Hey, how are you? This is Roland from PMI JCM Realty Group, where we manage properties from the asset management perspective, better known as let me manage your headache properties. And one of the headaches that a lot of rental property owners go through and some property managers go through as well is collecting rent. When it comes down to collecting rent, sometimes it can be a headache and a hassle. But if you have the right systems in place, you can make it, smooth and efficient and easy. I just wrote a book called Real Estate Investor Zen Master, how to maximize your cash flow with a peace of mind. And I might change the name of the book to Rental Property Zen Master, which is more specifically to speak more specifically to the group that really want to get the message from the book, right? And so what I want to talk to you about today are 5 collection secrets only veterans know. And some of you may know them, some of you may not. But either way, I'm going to go through them and give you my perspective on them, right? And so the first one is to get real about enforcing late fees. I mean, there are a lot of property owners who don't enforce late fees. And sometimes the tenants expect you to give them a break or some type of, discount on late fees. But the reality is you shouldn't. The late fee is a deterrent for tenants paying late, because the reality is when you get paid late, your mortgage charges you a late fee. And so you need to charge a late fee to your tenant. I recently had a tenant who had made the rent payment. The rent payment came back at insufficient funds. Of course, he got charged a late fee. And because his rent over $2,000, his late fee was over $200. And he said, well, that's a bit much. And I was like, well, the reality is it's a pain for everyone when your rent is late. And so don't pay your rent late and you won't have that issue, right? And so make sure you enforce the late fees and don't take any sob stories about why they're being paid late. They knew what their rent amount was when they signed their lease. And so if they're paying late, make sure you charge them late fee, because that's going to be a deterrent. The second one is make payment easy with a variety of payment options. And so one of the best ways that I have tenant pay is through ACH, right? I don't accept checks. I don't accept cash. I don't accept anything other than ACH. However, I do provide the tenants a way to pay through AmScot and Walmart. AmScot is local to Florida, and I think in the southern region as a whole. But there are other storefronts and locations that take payments similar to how people can pay their utility bills at certain supermarkets and things like that. Very similar concept. And so as long as you're able to provide them that level of access to making payments either through ACH or other mechanisms, you're providing them more than enough options. I don't have a Dropbox, and I don't have a PO box, although they can mail the checks to me if they choose to do so. But if the checks get here late, then they're going to be charged a late fee. And then on top of that, I charge them a service fee for processing checks, right? Because I don't want to deal with paper at all, right? So you have to make sure you put these processes into place to protect you from having to deal with the hassle of going time to the bank, and it's just a whole bunch of nonsense you shouldn't have to deal with. So ACH and alternative options to pay at storefronts should be sufficient, right? Then the third tip is incentivize paying early and on time. Now, I wouldn't say you give them a rebate, $50 gift card to Walmart, although I mentioned it in this article. And if you have the funds to do it, fine. But what I would say is there are programs out there that provides benefits to tenants from a resident benefits package. So I would say offer them a residence benefits package so they'll get that, get those programs all included. They'll get discounts at restaurants and stores and things like that. And if you want to add an additional bonus for a gift card, you can as well. Maybe it'll be a sweepstake of some sort. But incentivizing tenants to pay early definitely doesn't hurt. Paying on time is what's expected of them. Reminders work wonders. If you have a state-of-the-art systems like we do, tenants get reminders by email. You can also set it up so that they get emails by text. And the reality is, even though they signed the lease and they know when the rent is due, people do, forget, and they go about their daily lives. And then until they, you reach out to them, they pretend like they don't know. But, sending those reminders definitely helps them, and it really reduces the stress on you, especially if it's being automated through some system of some sort. Number 5, um, the best secret of all, right? Leverage your property management partners, right? Don't do it all yourself. I mean, I've said this before on multiple occasions. The biggest mistake that a lot of newbies make, or um, real estate novice rental property owners they make, is they try to do everything themselves. Leverage someone who does this on a day-to-day basis, because they'll do it easier, more efficient, and a 10 to 12% or 15% that you get charged will be well worth the money. So assign a trained manager partner for those reminder conversations, sending notices, and leaving voicemail. And since it's a property manager's job to handle rent collection amongst other duties, you can relax knowing that your dedicated professional is on the front lines working your investments best interests. How many of these rent secrets did you know? Maybe you can create other advantages, and taking these suggestions and mixing them up, and to improve your rent collection process. And remember, when you're ready to partner with a rental property manager, give us a call. We're more than happy to talk to you and assist you with any questions you may have. We explore the latest investment trends in the Tampa, Florida market. If this particular topic sparks growing interest in learning more about how to improve your overall investment experience, sign up for our free webinar. Discover fresh strategies with this must-watch webinar, which features insights on how to streamline your rental property portfolio for maximum growth. Every Tampa area investor will find something useful to take away. Don't forget to, you can always readily find answers on our Facebook group. You can feel free to engage with other property managers and property owners who are going through the same things you're going through. I'm trying to achieve similar ROI goals. And if you have more in-depth questions for us, just contact us by putting a meeting on my calendar. You can reach me directly at 813-333-9617. You can email me at rcharles@pmijcmrealty.com. And don't forget, you can always get access through me through my website at pmijcmrealty.com. Thank you and have a great day.